Hello.
Hi, Weekly.
How's everyone doing?
How was your spring break? I'm entering spring break now, which is
I know Julie has
oh
the
boy,
kid at home.
oh boy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, hope yours went well.
Yes.
I'm hoping mine goes well too, and
You'll
hopefully
be
yours
fine.
goes
Yeah, I
too.
know. I don't know. Working as a pediatrician during spring break is
Oh,
intense
oh
because
yeah.
no school means everyone's at the clinic.
Yeah, yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
All right.
happy return from that. What are we talking about today?
So, Julie and I wanted to start a little series on debunking medical myths.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's so many.
There's so many medical myths that we think about and we're always like, is that really
It's
a
all
real
over social media
thing?
too.
Social media and just like family stuff, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even with me, it's like, do you really get sick after being poured on? You know what I mean?
My mom right now. Because right
That's
now
what I'm saying.
we're going through a flood watch right now, and my
Yeah,
mom has like a little bit of a cough going on, and she's like, it's like if she's allergic to the rain. I'm like,
exactly. So it's
do you
it's
not
just
shower?
those type of things that you're like,
I'm
like
like,
what is the actual
no.
research
I'm like,
behind
last
it?
time I checked, you shower every day.
Yeah.
Where's the difference?
Yeah. And
Where is
then
the difference?
the change in temperature. It's just so many
It's
things.
so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are starting this series. How often are we doing this?
I think once a month.
Yeah, like once a month.
Yeah.
So whatever myths,
Please.
things that you guys want to talk about or want us to search up and give you
Yeah.
an answer, let us know.
Yeah, I recently did that on Threads and you guys did not disappoint. I added a few onto the list. So definitely check us out there on Threads, Twitter, whatever. Send it over to us because we will definitely include it. We're actively collecting these myths as we go. So send
Perfect.
it over.
All right, guys. So first one of today is hair of the dog. Okay, so what is hair of the dog?
Yeah.
Hair of the dog is a colloquial expression predominantly used to refer to alcohol that is consumed with the aim of lessening the effects of a hangover. So the phrase is short for hair of the dog that bit you. It originates from the old belief that placing a hair from a rabid dog into the wound it caused could prevent evil consequences. In modern times, it's mistakenly believed that a small measure of that same drink that made a person drunk will sober them up and cure the hangover and its ill effects. All right, Jules, does that work for you?
No.
It works for me. It works
does?
for me 100%. I feel so crappy. Watch me order something.
Yeah.
It does. It works.
For-
okay. So
For me, it's worse.
There's times where it's so bad
Yeah.
that I'm like, I can't even smell it.
Yeah.
However, drink it and it works.
Damn, man.
All right, so let's go into it.
Yeah,
Let's go into it. Let's see if it's a real thing or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So the figurative view to refer drinking alcohol as a hangover cure is recorded before any known examples of literal meaning. It was popularized by John Haywood in his text, A Dialogue Containing the
Because this is an old English. That's why.
Oh, I was like, what?
So it's in old English and we're going to try to say it.
I'm not going to say it in Old English.
No,
But
we're just going to
a
say
dialogue containing the number in effect of all probers in the English tongue. All right, whatever. In 1546,
Englishy tongue.
where he uses the phrase with a clear reference of drinking.
Yeah,
okay.
that's where it started.
Is it true? So there's a lack of scientific evidence to support the idea of the hair of the dog or drinking more alcohol can cure hangover. The concept suggests that by consuming more alcohol, you can delay the onset of a hangover symptoms since your body is busy processing the new alcohol. However, this does not prevent the hangover. It just postpones it, okay? Eventually, when your blood alcohol level returns to zero, the hangover symptoms will return, and they could potentially be worse due to the additional alcohol consumed, okay? So health professionals recommend rest, hydration, and possibly aspirin to help alleviate a hangover symptoms, but time is the real cure. So drinking coffee, taking a shower won't speed up the detoxification process from the alcohol from your system. It's just going to wake you up and make you feel not as groggy
You're going
from
to
the
need
long
sleep.
night that you had. Yeah.
You just need to sleep it off then.
I don't know, man. It kind of works for me, but I guess, it's
Well, you
just
feel
doesn't.
you feel like this about this myth, and I feel like that about another myth that we're gonna get into.
Okay, cool.
So not this one, but it'll be coming up soon. Anyway, so the myth of beer before liquor, never been sicker. Actually, it's this one.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, because it's the mixing of the alcohols. So what does this myth mean? The saying that beer before liquor, never been sicker, suggests that if you drink beer before switching to hard liquor, you're more likely to feel ill. However, this is more of a popular saying, adage, whatever, than a scientific fact. The idea behind it is that drinking beer, which has a lower alcohol content, before liquor, which has a higher alcohol content, might lead to rapid increases in blood alcohol levels and contribute to a hangover or sickness. In reality, the order in which you consume different types of alcohol isn't scientifically proven to affect your likelihood of getting sick or experiencing a hangover. It is the total amount of alcohol and other factors such as hydration and individual tolerance that play a significant role. So while many people might share this saying as advice, it's important to drink responsibly and be aware of your own limits regardless of the order of the drinks. Me, I mix alcohols, liquors, whatever, messed up the next day.
Yeah, same.
If I stick with one, so if I'm sticking with beer or wine or tequila or bourbon, whatever, because I like my black and gingers.
Yeah.
I really, really do. So I have to stick with that. As soon as I go from, like, let's say black and ginger to wine,
Yeah. Well,
done.
could it be because of the difference in what you're actually, not just the alcohol?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, truly,
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, no,
your
I know.
liver's just talk.
It's alcohol. I know.
However,
But it's probably the sugars.
that's what I'm saying. A black and ginger may not have the same
Sugar
as
content.
wine.
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
So maybe that's what we're feeling more.
Yeah.
But this is the whole entire point to bring up these
Exactly.
myths and
Yeah.
see where's the real science behind it.
So, where did it come from? The origin of the saying beer before liquor, never been sicker, is not definitively known. But there are several theories. One hypothesis suggests that it stems from people's subjective experiences with drinking and hangovers, where they might start the evening with drinking like a beer and wine and move on to harder liquors as the night progresses. If they feel sick afterwards, they may attribute it to the order of consumption. Whatever, man. Don't call me out like that. Another theory is based on the idea that liquor's higher alcohol content can quickly elevate blood alcohol levels, especially if consumed after beer, leading to a hangover. Conversely, starting with liquor and ending with beer might slow these spikes in alcohol levels, potentially reducing hangover severity. I can see that. Yet another explanation points to the way that alcohol is digested. Carbonated drinks like beer can irritate the stomach lining, increasing the rate of alcohol absorption, which might contribute to the belief that drinking beer before liquor leads to feeling sicker. Despite these theories, the saying is more of a cultural anecdote than a scientific guideline, and its true origins remain somewhat mysterious, with some even suggesting it dates back to centuries to times of European monarchs. The key takeaway is that the total amount of alcohol and the rate of consumption are the primary factors that affect one's likelihoods of getting sick or experiencing a hangover rather than specific order of drinks. Anyway. Is there truth to it? So there is no conclusive scientific evidence that mixing different types of alcohol leads to worse hangovers or makes you feel significantly worse compared to drinking one type of alcohol alone. I will still do that though.
Lily's like, yeah, still doing it.
I understand. I have a scientific
Thank you for that
brain
fact.
in mind, but I will stick to what's been proven to me. Thank you. The primary concerns with alcohol consumption are the total amount of alcohol consumed at the rate that it's consumed, as said previously. However, some studies suggest that mixing alcohol with energy drinks can alter subjective rates, such as decreased perceived intoxication and enhanced stimulation, which may lead to increased binge drinking and a higher risk of alcohol poisoning. It's important to note that these effects are associated with a combination of alcohol and energy drinks, not necessarily with mixing different types of alcohol beverages.
So we shouldn't drink Celsius when we're on our boat drinking alcohol.
As we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Red Bull vodkas, which
I
are
mean,
very
that
popular.
day.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
We were fine, guys. We were
Yeah,
fine.
I know. I mean, clearly we're here,
Some of
so.
us weren't fine.
But your birthday was lit.
I was great, though.
It was great. We had a great time.
Yeah.
A great time. Overall, the key to avoiding negative effects is to drink responsibly and be aware of your own limits, regardless of whether you're mixing different types of alcohol or not.
All right. Next one. A beer before bed helps you sleep.
It kind
I
of goes.
hadn't heard of this one before.
Well, this is like the official myth or saying, but you know how like there's especially older, like at least in my family, like
Say a
older
glass
men
of
or whatever,
wine.
a glass of wine or a glass of
Whiskey,
you know,
brandy,
whatever, like
yeah.
as a nightcap, sun
Yeah,
of the
nightcap.
day.
Exactly, a nightcap.
That's this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this
Let's get into
nightcap
it, yeah.
situation. So what does it mean? The myth that drinking a beer before bed helps you sleep is based on the initial sedative effects of alcohol. It's true that alcohol can make you feel drowsy and may help you fall asleep faster. However, this is where the benefits end and the drawbacks begin. So what actually happens when you drink alcohol before bed? So it actually disrupts your sleep cycle. So alcohol can interfere with your sleep cycle, particularly by reducing REM sleep, which is the restorative part of your sleep cycle. So that's the last thing you want to disrupt,
It's
right?
true though. I have
Yeah,
shit.
I
Sleep.
do. I have shit sleep when I drink alcohol.
Shit sleep.
So
I wake up a million
I wake up a million times. I don't feel like I'm actually having a deep sleep. So I
It's
agree with
awful.
that. This can lead to a non-restful sleep and grogginess the next day. Altered sleep patterns. So as the night progresses, you might experience an imbalance between slow wave sleep, so deep sleep, and REM sleep, leading to less of the latter and more of the former. Okay. So this can affect memory consolidation and restorative aspects of sleep. So more sleep disorders. So long-term alcohol use can actually exacerbate symptoms of sleep disorders, such as sleep apnea, and can result in chronic sleep problems. And then that can cause problems.
Yeah. Domino
So,
effect.
yeah, increased wakefulness. So while alcohol can help you fall asleep, it can also cause you to wake up more often during the night. This is because the alcohol wears off. Your body can go into sort of like a mini withdrawal, which can be stimulating rather than relaxing. Yeah, poor sleep quality. Even
Yeah.
moderate amounts of alcohol can decrease sleep quality. For example, one study found that having 2 servings of alcohol per day can decrease the sleep by about 24%. So
Which is
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I'm not willing to sacrifice my sleep.
Uh-uh.
So, next day fatigue, okay? Because alcohol can disrupt sleep and prevent you from getting enough REM sleep, you may feel tired the next day, even though you slept for a full 8 hours. I hate it though. I hate sleeping and the drinking and the
Oh, that's
alcohol. It's
awful.
terrible.
Awful.
So, in summary, while a beer might seem like a good idea, like a good sleep aid, it's likely to do more harm than good in terms of sleep quality and overall restfulness. It's better to stick to the other, more effective sleep hygiene practices if you're looking to improve your sleep. So, where does this actually really come from? So, the myth that alcohol helps with sleep, particularly, is the idea of a nightcap or a drink before bed and it's been around for centuries.
Yeah.
It's believed to have originated from the practice of having a stiff or warm drink to induce sleep. The term nightcap itself is thought to have been born in this tradition. So historically, alcohol was often used as a sedative and a hypnotic drug. For instance, in the early 20th century, alcohol was even recommended by some medical professionals for its sedative properties for infants and young children, which reflects the long-standing belief in its sleep-inducing effectiveness. Oh my God.
Have you been to the old pharmacy in
Yeah.
In
The
St.
old time-
Augustine?
Yeah.
It's so interesting. I
Yeah.
go there pretty much every time I go. And you see like all these medications that now you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And go back to our episode on that. We did
Yeah,
that
we did old-timey medicine.
on October. Really, really interesting stuff. Radium.
Yeah, no, terrible.
So many things.
All right, so is there any truth to it? I think you guys already know the answer. Probably not. Okay, so modern research has debunked the myth, showing that while alcohol may help people fall asleep faster due to its initial sedative effects, it significantly disrupts the sleep quality and patterns. This misconception persists, likely because the immediate drowsiness that follows the alcohol consumption can be mistaken for the onset of a good night's sleep. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
debunked. Doesn't work.
All right. So for the last one of this episode, the saying that an Irish coffee will keep you warm on the slopes. You kind of had talked about this.
I did talk about this. Oh my God, how funny.
Right? Okay. So this episode, I kind of wanted to keep it within the same theme about alcohol and whatever, because there's so many freaking,
Yeah.
myths on alcohol. So yeah. So let's go into this one. So the myth suggests that drinking an Irish coffee, which contains alcohol, can help you keep warm in cold environments like ski slopes.
Ski slopes.
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 Slopes. I obviously don't ski, but she does, and she does this.
Well, I didn't do this. Okay,
No,
so
you were recommended.
first of all, I can't ski for the life of me. I'm not sure if I ever did that story somewhere along the podcast,
You
but
did.
I cannot ski for the life of me. I snowboard, okay?
Yeah.
And but I did have a friend of mine that was Polish and he skis, right? So we're on the slopes and we're, like all of a sudden I see him just, like take out a little flask and I'm over here like, like, can we do this? Like, can we just drink on the slope, like just randomly? I'm like thinking, of course we can. Who cares, right? So it's just like a shot of alcohol. So, but I see him and I'm like, I think that this is like a bad idea. Like, I want to be like crisp. But he told me, he's like, one, it's going to get you warmer. And two, it's going to get you braver. So when you're braver, you ski better. And then I was like, I guess you're right. I guess like people that are scared are kind of timid. And
You lose your inhibitions.
Yeah, exactly. But when you drink, you just go for it. And it probably makes it better.
Oh my God. And did you do it?
I did. I took a shot.
And how'd you do?
I mean, it was only just like one shot. You know what I mean?
No, but
he had his flask. I'm sure that he was like friggin' all over the place. At some point I lost them, but point is that I now adapted this, so I will now be drinking on the slopes. I mean, I never knew about the Irish coffee though. You know what I mean? But that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it does. Irish coffees are good. I like Irish
They're
coffees.
delicious. And, right before a ski, I would do it. Let's do it.
Oof. Anyway, so, however, the fact is that while alcohol can make your skin feel warm due to vasodilation, where blood vessels widen and increase the blood flow to the skin, this sensation is misleading. The increased blood flow to the skin actually allows heat to escape from the body more rapidly, which can lead to a decrease in your core body temperature. So while you may feel temporary warmth on your skin, alcohol consumption can ultimately result in your body getting colder and not warmer. Yeah. Sorry.
Debunked.
Sorry to debunk this one for you.
What is the theme here? Don't drink at all. Just forget the alcohol. There's zero benefits to it.
None. So this is particularly dangerous in cold weather as it can increase.
I have to talk to my friend about this.
Yeah. I mean, but he's Polish. He's Viking and like he doesn't give a shit. He probably has like built-in genetic like freaking
yeah, who knows?
Whatever.
And here I have this like little Cuban that's not supposed to be anywhere near a mountain. I'm all the way back in the Caribbean. My genetics are in the Caribbean, and here I am with a Viking. God, no wonders.
I broke 23andMe, by the way.
What do you mean? What do you mean you broke it?
I broke it.
I'm wondering what's going on. Hey, Julia, you have 11 historical matches. Okay. Sea-fearing warrior. All right. VK, I'm guessing, is Viking. I don't know. Viking 512. I mean, she's super white, so I'm not surprised at this.
I broke 23andMe. Like, I broke it. Like, I don't. It doesn't make any sense.
Sea-fearing warrior. Viking individual. Viking. Estonia, Sweden, Denmark, Sweden. Norway. Okay. Jesus Christ. Kazakhstan. Okay. Norway. All right. And then all of a sudden, she has just one little Dominican in there. Oh, Julie. Julie, what the hell is this? Kyrgyzstan, Hungary, Sweden, Denmark, all these things. And then, pero espérate. ¿Cuál es la vaina? Because there's a Dominican there, and you know that Dominican is representing.
I broke 23andMe.
Pero where's la cubana in here? Where's la española?
It makes no sense. Oh, that's in my bigger, like in my chart. And this is like historical matches where that chart came from.
Funny.
Apparently.
How funny.
Is that not freaking insane?
I'm like afraid to see mine.
I want to see yours. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. But since we were talking about
Vikings.
Yeah, you see, this is me.
Wow. She's like literally just a Viking.
No, it's just white, but yeah. It's weird. Yeah. European.
She's European. 88%.
Yeah, 89%.
Oh, but like 87% of that is Spanish.
And then
that's what I was looking for.
And then the Egyptian is here and all that stuff. So I broke fucking 23andMe, because now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you're Viking. And I'm like, where? Where? You guys, it totally broke your system since we were talking about Vikings. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. I needed to fucking show you this. I wanted your reaction
Anyways,
on that.
all right. So my little Viking friend here.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would freeze to death. I'd be the one drinking there like, am I getting warmer? No, dying.
No, mine's gonna be like 100%, just like all Caribbean. Oh, you have a
You don't
sister.
know.
You have a sister in all Caribbean islands.
God, I would love to, dude. Yours would. You'd never know. Look at mine. Mine makes no sense.
All right. Anyways, back to hypothermia. That the alcohol doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. So this is particularly dangerous in cold weather, as it can increase the risk of hypothermia, a condition in where the body loses heat faster than it can produce it, leading to a dangerously low body temperature. It is important to be aware of the effect, especially when in cold environments, and not rely on alcoholic beverages for warmth. I don't know. I feel like a lot of Eastern Europeans would be like, yeah,
Fuck you.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, yeah, right.
I'm gonna still do it.
Exactly. Like, give me the vodka.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
exactly. Where's
right.
the vodka?
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway.
I cannot do vodka.
I mean, it's so,
Nope.
it could hide so well in alcohols that, I don't know.
I taste it immediately. I feel it immediately too.
Okay. Where did it come from? So, the Smith likely originated from the drink's history at Shannon Airport in Limerick, Ireland. On a cold winter night, the head chef at the airport added whiskey to the passengers' coffee to help warm them up. And the drink was subsequently named Irish coffee. Its popularity quickly spread across Ireland and beyond. So thank you, chef.
Thank you.
Right? Because Irish coffees are bomb. I really I love them. Anyway, the story of Irish coffee's invention has been passed down through generations, and while there are variations, it's commonly accepted that the drink originated in the early 1940s at Shannon Airport. It was created by a barman, this chef, named Joe Sheridan, who sought to offer weary travelers a bit of a pick-me-up, and his concoction of heavy cream, sugar, whiskey, and coffee, or at least for us, it's Bailey's and coffee.
Yeah, yummy.
Yeah. The drink's reputation for providing warmth, especially in the cold weather, contributed to the myth of its warming effects. So is there any truth to this?
No.
There is. Wait. There is some scientific evidence
Okay.
related to the sensation.
There are the Europeans.
Yeah. And then I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. Don't get so
Hold
excited.
on a second. So, to the sensation of warmth from holding.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Nothing to do with the alcohol.
Yeah, I wrote this so, to kind of give you hope and then just bring it down. You're holding the beverage, but not specifically for Irish coffee, with alcohol in it. So research by psychologists at Yale University found that holding a warm cup of coffee can influence a person's judgment of others, making them perceive others as more generous and caring.
Okay. It's a little coffee.
Yeah, right?
Don't trust anyone. Yeah, that's like I see you holding coffee. I'm like, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I know.
You're trying to fool me.
Yeah.
I see.
Cannot
I
be
see
fooled.
through you. I listened to that episode of Funny
Yeah.
Medicine. No. Anyway, so additionally, participants in a study were more likely to give something to others if they just held something warm.
Okay.
However, these studies did not test the effects of alcoholic beverages like Irish coffee. The warmth felt from holding a hot drink may contribute to a temporary feeling of warmth, but it does not counteract the psychological effects of alcohol, which can lower core body temperature. Therefore, while a warm drink can make your hands feel warm and might even influence social perceptions, it does not provide scientific evidence that Irish coffee or any alcoholic drink can keep your body warm on the slopes. Sorry.
All right, guys. So
Sorry.
basically, conclusion.
Alcohol is the devil and don't drink.
Fake news. It doesn't do anything good. It doesn't keep you warm. It doesn't recover you from a hangover. It doesn't matter if you mix or if you don't. Just stay away from it. All right. Have some water.
Cheers.
Cheers. From the people that are downing alcohol. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye, guys. Cannot.
See you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Check us out on all forms of social media. You know the drill. And if you're not a patron, you are severely missing out because we're already 32 full episodes in, and they're more unhinged. I think they're my more favorite ones because they're hidden behind the paywall. So we tend to be even more less PC on those because we feel protected behind that paywall. So anyway, check us out there. And like I said, on all forms of social media, if you want to email us any recommendations, tips, or even stories, that's funnymedicine305@gmail.com. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.